3.0 Xbow Cycle is back, and so am I. In this video, I'm going to be dominating the Double Evolution tournament with my favorite deck in the game. The recent balance changes seem to have resulted in a more favorable landscape for the Xbow archetype as a whole, and today I was able to reach a clean 20 wins with only 2 losses, playing my matches to genuine perfection. So if you are looking for the best gameplay, along with tips and tricks on how to perform at the highest level, look no further. Sit back, relax, and let's get right into the matches. Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to be playing in the global tournament, the Double Evolution tournament, with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, my favorite deck in the game. Man, it is my absolute pleasure to be playing this deck again. It feels like it was so unplayable over the last few months with the Goblinstein, with the Chef metas, just absolutely shutting this deck down. But we are back and ready with the new balance changes that have actually toned down the meta in a pretty decent way. I genuinely do believe this deck is quite viable again. I'll be testing it out today. I'm currently at 15 wins in the global tournament, and I'll be going for 20 wins, so 5 clean ones. Let's see if we can get it done. Into our first match against a Goblinstein right here. I actually am going to go for the Xbow opposite because he's probably playing P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider, and I just want to force Elixir out, mainly so I can get him to overcommit on my Xbow, and then I can get the activation off that E-Drag. As you can see, he's going P.E.K.K.A plus Rage on my troops. I just ignored the E-Drag, then I can go for the E-Spirit right about now. Perfect timing to activate the King Tower, only taking 1 hit. We've also outcycled his P.E.K.K.A, so that is a perfect single elixir, I would say. If the opponent ever goes E-Drag in the back, I love to go Xbow opposite, because you do not want to pass up on a King Tower activation in this meta, especially with this deck in general. I mean, having a King Tower activation is so useful in so many different situations, but especially in this meta, where we're in a very beatdown heavy meta. I hope it's going to shift a little bit, but so far there's a lot of beatdown. Activated King is just going to help you defend those nasty pushes just that much easier. So we are primed and set for a great match right now. Now, let me talk a little bit about the evolutions I'm using. I'm using Evo Knight, Evo Archers, and I know people always ask me every single time I drop a 3.0 video, SK, what are the best evolutions in this deck? What's the best spirit in this deck? I was going to go for the Xbow opposite to the E-Drag and go Evo Knight to predict the Goblinstein. Perfect prediction. We're going to get the Evo Archer getting power shots. As you can see, it's still not enough. So Goblinstein got nerfed, but that doesn't affect how broken the ability is, or the fact that you get a tank plus Doctor with 1 card for no reason. So very unfortunately, our Xbow will be entirely shut down with no recourse on our end. Let me just go for Tesla plus Log to take this Ram Rider out. And yeah, this matchup's just going to be essentially defending the entire game. I'll go Xbow to pressure at the right times. As you saw, I've been going for some nice Xbows so far, but usually they just have too many bailouts. P.E.K.K.A, Goblinstein, E-Drag, you just want to stack Teslas, split Archers a lot, and this is just how I'm going to be vibing in this matchup. Now, back to my point before I got distracted by a perfect offensive initiative that I tried to capitalize on and got screwed over by Goblinstein being broken. Anyways, big tangent. I was about to go Xbow, but Evo P.E.K.K.A the Bridge just got to defend this real quick. Best Evos in this deck, right now, they are going to be the evolutions that you see me playing on the screen. I'm playing Evo Archers, Evo Knight, and so the reasoning for this pair is because the Evo Skeletons were unfortunately nerfed. By the way, that was a perfect defense. I took literally 0 damage. That was genuinely impressive, I have to say. But the best evolutions are definitely going to be Evo Archers, Evo Knight right now, because Bedfus has already been playing Evo Archers, Evo Knight for a long time. He did switch to playing Evo Archers, Evo Skeletons recently, and that was what he finished with last season. Most good Xbow players played Evo Archers, Evo Skeletons last season, including myself. I got 20 wins in a 20-win challenge with that pair, but the Evo Skellies nerf is just so huge it can't be ignored, and just because of that, unfortunately, Evo Skellies are not that viable anymore. Knight is honestly not that amazing, but has a few use cases, I suppose. You know, you can go for Evo Knight against a Lava Hound that pops, so it'll just tank all the pups with its 60% shield reduction. You can go Evo Knight to soak up a Sparky shot. Basically just soaking up ranged hits is its specialty. It's not useless, but it's just, obviously Skeletons were a lot better. But with 3 of them, they're genuinely a lot worse. Like, I didn't think it would be that bad. I wouldn't say they're unplayable, but they are genuinely worse. Like, they are by no means the best Evo in the game anymore, and I don't want to hear anyone saying that or anything close to that. Anyways, let's get a beautiful Fireball. Let's just lock in for this defense and triple. Been a pretty chill game so far. I've literally taken no damage the entire match, guys, except for that 1 E-Drag hit that I intentionally took to activate the King Tower. So, if you want to talk about a perfect game, this is one we have right now. Gonna go Bow opposite Skellies to predict the Goblinstein as we get a Ghost down. And we actually get a lock. We actually do get an Xbow lock. Wow, that's amazing. Let me Fireball Cycle on the Doctor, and then I'll go stacked Archers for this level 12 P.E.K.K.A in the left. Chef is a very balanced card, by the way. Tesla in the middle to take all of this defense going, and I'll take the E-drag damage a bit because I can soak a bit of damage, no problem. I just kind of want to make sure I defend perfectly, and that was perfect defense. So my opponent gives the king cry. He knows it's over, and just like that, we're going to be in a great spot, getting a beautiful first win of the video against the P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider Goblin Sign deck. Very meta, and as you guys can see, this is just a perfect game. So if you want a blueprint of how to play this matchup, this is one for you. Very nice first win of the video. Alright guys, into our next match against Deckers here. Let's give the good luck. See what's going on. Solid gems. I'm going to go Skellies, and he goes for the wall breakers. So I'll just go for my Tesla for the wall breakers. So Evo wall breakers, another recipient of the buffs in the balance changes that we just got. So Evo wall breakers are actually pretty strong right now, I would say. They do, I think it was like a 100% increase or 50 or something, like some high number on their explosion damage against anything that's not the crown tower, so against buildings, against troops. So they will, you know, literally destroy stuff on their way to the towers, and the fact that they still connect, you know, 4 times if they connect to the tower is no joke. So I think we will genuinely be seeing Evo Wallbreakers make a comeback. Let me go Xbow because he went for the arrows. He goes for the Mega Knight. I'll probably try and cycle back to my Knight to protect my Xbow here. Let's go Skellies and let's go Knight. And then if he does go for like minions, I can fireball them. Or if he goes for wall breakers, I can log them. So I'm ready to catch the wall breakers with my log. We're going to go E-Spirit to catch this bandit right quick. And then archers because I want to save my log once more for the wall breakers. Let's log those off. And he's going to go for the zap. So going to get a nice lock and nice early start to this matchup. Mega Knight wall breakers. By no means an easy matchup, but a pretty good start to the game, I would say, you know, just casually being up about 1,000. Now, guys, I would say the biggest problem in the meta right now is definitely going to be the Chef. You know, the Royal Chef is definitely still kind of dominating the game, and I find it so silly how people say Chef is balanced. Like, how can you say that with a straight face? Also, if I knew he had a queen, imagine if I predicted that with the Evo Knight, he would have lost the whole game right there, because Evo Knight would have soaked up every single hit. So unfortunately, that's not going to pay off for me. I'll go Skellies for this queen. Last second E-Spirit, super last second, so I don't have to overcommit and waste my Evo Knight. I do have double Evos in cycle, but yeah, I just wasn't sure exactly how he'd counter that. You know, he could have gone maybe like Bandit or what Prince, I guess he has in this deck. Prince opposite lane, and then some stuff. Then if I dropped a Knight the Bridge, this would have been a bit too aggressive. So yeah, Evo Mega Knight's about to come down. Gonna have to defend, and this is gonna be a pretty tough game, guys, because this push that he's putting together right now, Evo Mega Knight Prince, is one of the hardest pushes in the entire game, bar none, to stop. So I'll actually have to focus up. Now, against wall breakers, do not mess around. You have to get your Tesla down. As I said, they got that buff. If you go for anything like, you know, Skellies, whatever, to try and take them out, everything will die. So just go Tesla, or if you're playing a cannon deck, play a cannon. Like, do not let the wall breakers connect to your tower. Try and counter them with troops. Do not do that. I'm warning you guys right now. I swear, if I see any of you guys complaining about Mega Knight wall breakers, and you let the evil wall breakers, like, get taken on offense without going for a building on them, that's on you. But anyways, random rant aside, I mean, we're still pretty much just chilling. He's got no damage on my towers, because if I just defend well in this match, he can't really break through. Let's go bow. Whoa, we actually do predict the queen in the back. I had a feeling he was hitting 10, so he was going to go for something in the back, and just like that, we do get a nice lock because he didn't have enough elixir, so zap forced out, and now we can easily defend. I will not kite this out of range. I had the idea to just now, but I'll just chill and perfectly defend. Let's also E-Spirit to predict the bandit. Perfect prediction. Let's log, and that's going to be a perfect offense and defense. We're forcing out a lot of elixir right now, and we force out a zap, and we get yet another lock. So this is just beautiful gameplay, honestly. Beautiful gameplay. Let's go bow again. He is back to Mega Knight. We'll also take a bunch of damage from the Knight in the right, but I mean, he can just ignore that, I suppose. Tower damage is a resource. Bro, Evo Knight got like half his tower right there. As you guys can see, like, it is better than normal Knight, because at least on its way to the tower it has damage reduction. Let's go log Skellies to predict a wall breakers pair, possibly. I'll have to go for archers. This is an overcommit by me, so now I overcommit a bit on offense. That's my bad, but I mean, we'll see how much elixir we're down. Little tip, guys, goes for the Prince. So I'm probably down about 4 or 5 elixir, because he went Prince and I was at 5. I'm only going to assume that he played that when he was at 10. Little tip, if you guys are like down elixir. Okay, never mind, I was not actually down, because he just went for the Prince randomly anyways. But if you guys think you're down elixir, then you can just look at the timing of when they play their troops compared to your elixir bar to find out how much you're down. But let's lock in for a nice defense, and triple elixir. Gonna get my Tesla stack plus the Debo. Gonna split my archers because he's playing arrows. So against arrows decks, you want to split your Evo archers so they can't go for arrows on both. Let's get a nice fireball on the bandit minions. Get a nice new pair of archers once his arrows have been used. And I'm gonna get a really clean defense, like literally 0 damage taken. Prince is pretty desperate, I would say. He's probably gonna like zap these skeletons. Yep, I'll just go for my knight. New Tesla, E-Spirit for the Archer Queen, and then Log to take it out because it's not going to get fully taken care of. I can go Knight, I can fireball all of this, including the Evo wall breakers. As you can see, this is just picture-perfect defense. I took 0 damage on my tower that entire sequence, except maybe from spells. That is how it's done. Defending Evo Mega Knight decks, defending Mega Knight Prince, wall breakers. He was a good game. That was a great game with flawless defense. Very well done, and I'm pretty proud of that sequence. Very, very nice one to get to 17 wins now in the global tournament. Let's get it, guys. 3.0 is feeling good. Alright, we are into the next match against a Japanese player from Sword Dance as we are greeted with a barrel first play. Dude, my hand was like scratching my ear. I almost didn't even get my log down in time. I swear, these Logbait players, man, like watch them go Princess Bridge right now. I'm literally calling it, yup, average Logbait player, by the way, Princess Bridge in the first 15 seconds of the game, but it's okay. I mean, we'll take one hit. Now, this does not look good. He has Barrel, Princess Gang, Log. Looks like it might be classic bait with the Rocket. Traditionally, always a terrible matchup for 3.0 Xbow, but I'll do my best. Let's go Xbow right now and find out more about what my opponent is playing. In here, maybe like a Rocket. No, he actually goes Rascals, so that I do have to say is pretty interesting. I'll go for my Archers and get my Log on this barrel, then I'll go for my cycle cards on the Dark Goblin. I'll go E-Spirit, just go back to my Skellies, don't have to waste a Knight. As you can see, perfect little micro defense there, no damage taken, except for that Princess Bridge. I'm going to hover my Knight to try and predict, or rather react, to a Princess Bridge. It's honestly pretty hard to do, and I almost never get it done. I think also your ping to the game servers genuinely does matter when doing this play. Okay, he does go for the Princess plus Knight. Let me do a little punish here, guys. Hear me out. I'm going to let that get a lot of damage. Wait till I'm at 8 Elixir. Then I'll go Evo Archers, and I can afford an offensive Xbow immediately along with this. Now, he goes for the Log, and Goblin Gang trying to take out my Evo Archers early, but little does he know that I sacked a bunch of damage to have enough Elixir. Now he'll go Rascals, and I held on to my Log pause to be able to afford it on offense here. Then I'll go for my Skellies, get back to my Evo Knight for this Rascal boy, E-Spirit for the barrel, the fake one's on the right so I can ignore that, and just like that, that is a perfect sequence, a lot of damage dealt, barely any damage taken, and just like that, we basically won the game. So a beautiful punish on an overly aggressive Logbait player. That is how it's done. If they go Princess Bridge first play, or you know, if he this dude's going Princess Knight at the bridge, like that kind of nonsense does not fly in the SK household. I'm just gonna take the damage. A big thing about being a good Xbow player, guys, is noticing when to find these opportunities, these situations that present themselves to you, especially offensive opportunities where I sacked, you know, like 4 Princess hits maybe. I don't know how much exactly. I just knew he was low on Elixir after spending 6 at the bridge like that. And then I had a huge counter push with my Evo Archers. Let me Fireball Cycle on this Prince. Is that the first Princess play of the game? I think it is. But Debo's putting in quite a lot of work. Even though it's going to be a pain, I'll just soak this Prince with my Knight. E-Spirit, get back to my Log for all of this because that's honestly quite concerning. And then the Prince is also concerning. Speaking of concerns, let's go Skellies to protect these Archers. Let's go Tesla for the Princess, and pretty aggressive Rascals. I'll just Fireball the barrel because I can't really go for Archers when they're tanked for by the Rascal boy. Plus I want to save my Evo Archers if I can. E-Spirit to break the Princess at the bridge. Yup, I'm literally in this guy's head, man. Like, let's log that. And then if he goes for Gang, I'll get ready with my Archers. I literally hovered them because I knew he was going to spam, guys. I literally know everything this guy is going to do. I think I'll log the real side, ignore the fake side. Now, this is a pretty beautiful part of the balance changes, guys. Okay, didn't expect the Log to clip the Dark Goblin, but you can now see the Decoy Goblin barrel, and it's not like, you know, game ruining change for the barrel. I think it's still viable because against a lot of decks they still can't do anything about double barrel spam. But you can now see, and I think this is so crucial for 3.0 Xbow, guys, because you see I'm also playing with the Electro Spirit in this version, because I think it's just easier to use in the meta. Let me also just spell cycle him out, and we caught the barrel. But I'm basically just going to be able to log the real barrel, E-Spirit the fake barrel, and full counter both sides every time with these balance changes. So very nice change, and pay attention to that. But beautiful, beautiful win with a great punish and sequence against Logbait. Alright guys, into our next match against Crazy Lava from TikTok Crazy Lava, it looks like. Alright, interesting. Let's split our skellies. Since his name is Crazy Lava, I'm going to take context clues and assume that we playing Lava Hound. Yup, so that's why I didn't split archers, guys. Go for my Xbow, slightly misplaced unfortunately, but it's all good. And he goes for the Idreg. Let me go archers because I have my skellies helping out. By the way, the E-Spirit was a misclick. I should have gone in the left because, you know, if I went E-Spirit in the left, it would have stun this Idreg and reset it. Anyways, let's try and defend this Lava Hound push right now. I'm going to go for my Tesla once the lava's locked onto the tower. Very important play, guys, because the more important thing is keeping my Tesla alive here, not going for a Tesla to soak up the Lava Hound damage and keep my tower healthy, because it's better to take this damage and keep the Tesla healthy than trying to over defend and let the Tesla die soon. See, like, he's going for LavaLoon when I have no Tesla in cycle. I have a creative play that'll go for my Xbow on offense with this Tesla to kite it over. No arrows in cycle. He gives me the well played. That genuinely was pretty well played. I get a bit of damage in the right, damage in the left as well, and perfectly defended the Valk plus balloon push. So beautiful sequence where the damage lead in both lanes, and that is how I dealt with the Lava Hound first play with the Chef as well. So that was honestly a pretty cool sequence against Lava Hound, I would say. Genuinely, guys, not to toot my own horn too much, but I would say Lava Hound is probably one of my best matchups with this deck, like, of all time. If you guys know me, if you've been watching me for a while on my streams, especially in my videos though, if I ever play against Lava Hound and I'm locked in, I am never losing no matter what the version is. I'm genuinely so good against Lava Hound. And again, I'm not trying to like glaze myself too hard, but like trust me, like when I play well against Lava Hound, I play amazing. Let me go Knight to soak up, because level 13 pups, man. This is what's wrong with the game right now. Look at the Chef. Literally ruining the game, like literally ruining the game. And I don't care what anyone says. You know, I've seen people like defend Chef even and say, "Oh, SK, you're just crying about it. Like, stop complaining all the time, man." Look at that, level 13 Chef and single elixir. Like, shut up, man. That card is not balanced. But anyways, back to the game. We have a nice lead in both lanes. Actually, going to split my archers. Same principle as last time. I can actually avoid the arrows value and I'll actually go offensive Expo predicting the Lava Hound. No lava, but let me go Skelly's Kite the Valk out of Expo range. He does, what in the world? That's a really weird Lava Hound. Let me go E-Spirit, and then I think I'll actually go Archers for the Idreg. You know, creative play, Fireball the Skeleton Dragons, and I can kind of get some nice defense here. That power shot in the left is going crazy. I'll Tesla now, and he's probably going to go Balloon behind this Valkyrie. Let me log, anticipating a Balloon in 3, 2, 1. Yup, guys, literally in these players' heads. Going to go Archers for the Balloon, and then I'll go for my late Fireball after he goes Arrows. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And just like that, we got a beautiful offense and defense. So, like I said, I'm just really good against Lava Hound. What can I say? Like, what can I say? I'm going to go Xbow because he's forced to, unless he predicts it, I'll wait till I hit 10. He's forced to, like, defend instead of being able to go in. We'll go Knight. We'll go E-Spirit to reset the Idreg. Evo Archers take it out, Skelly, so I don't take the guard ship because that's a level 12 guard, bruh. Evo Zap's going to do a lot of work, actually, but we're still going to defend this pretty well. Let me log just so that the Idreg doesn't get too healthy on my tower being tanked for by the Valkyrie. I'll go Bow even though I'm down Elixir now because he still has to respond, and he's in trouble. I'll go Knight for the Idreg right now. He has to go Valkyrie low. There's the Idreg. Let's go Archers. He's going to go Valkyrie in like a second, but he might not get it down in time. Yeah, he doesn't, so that's just game. Perfect, perfect game against Lava Hound. That was a beautiful one, and if you guys want to know how to play against Lava Hound, just rewatch that game because that's Lava Chef. And we still cooked him, so honestly, very well played to myself. I'm proud of that win. Very good. Alright guys, and now we are into the match for 20 wins against Fahad. Oh, I hope this isn't my friend, man. I really hope it's not my friend, because my friend, Fahad, is a really good Giant Graveyard player who has multiple top 100 finishes. And Giant Graveyard, as you guys know, 100 zeros 3.0 Xbow. Let's find out. He has an Evo cage, so probably not Giant Graveyard with a cage, thankfully. Ooh, it's going to be Splashyard, actually. So, Evo Knight, Evo cage, Ice Wizard. Actually depends, I guess, if he's playing the Goblinstein, but since he's playing Ice Wizard and this version, I'm going to predict, yeah, Baby Dragon is going to be, you know, Evo Knight, Evo Cage, Baby Dragon, Barb Barrel, you know, the version, guys. I'm going to go for the Fireball and the Baby Dragon, by the way, so I don't have to, like, mess my cycle up, and also catch up in damage from his poison. I think, yeah, like, another key component, rather, of Expo players and Expo decks. Not only is it finding offensive sequences like I did the first time, if you guys remember, that offensive sequence I found and discovered against a Logbait player who overcommitted, that was really good, but also I think just, wait, you know, I'm really tripping, guys. I forgot what I was saying just now. Oh, I remember now, because I fireballed, yeah. Is finding, like, creative plays that are not, you know, bread and butter. Dude, I swear I predicted the Ice Wizard. I knew he was going to go for it, because no Barb Barrel and Cycle. That's just a robbery, man. Not catching that Ice Wizard. That's actually really dumb, but let's E-Spirit for the Brawler. But yeah, back to my ADHD crazy points I'm making, guys. I swear, I genuinely believe I have ADHD, by the way. Like, I've gone to a therapist before, and she's asked me if I was diagnosed with ADHD. But anyways, like, I think it explains why I talk about so much random stuff all the time. Especially if I'm, like, if you guys are, like, I don't think many of my friends watch it. If, like, my friends are watching, like, they can vouch. If I'm talking to someone, like, on the phone or even in person about topics, I'll just talk about random stuff, like really random stuff. Anyways, let's go Evo Archers to melt this cage before he's ready for it. He was not indeed ready for it. We'll block this Ice Wizard right now. Log as well, just maximum defense on the Ice Wiz and protection of the Xbow. He goes for a NATO, and that is a perfect punish, and that is how it's done, guys. Sucking to the Evo Archers, outcycling his counters, and using them where he's not ready for them, and now we win the game. Like, I 100% guarantee you win the game. It's not going to be an easy game because, you know, like, Splashyard is impossible to break through against once you're in double, basically, so I'm not going to break through. Also, beautiful Fireball on the Baby Dragon, plus Evo Cage, actually. That was kind of concerning, but I thought we were maybe going to miss it, but now we got it. Oh, Esprit to try and bridge block. Let's win this bridge battle, guys. So, bridge block entirely. I thought he was going to maybe go Graveyard there. But you see him going for my high Teslas, and I basically took out his entire push. So, he has no Graveyard counter push anymore. New Baby Dragon comes down, but that's, you know, 9 Elixir. You can't poison right away. And he's going to NATO instead. Not the best play. Not really the play he was looking for, to be honest. Beautiful Esprit value, too. We will take a bunch of damage, actually, because Graveyard is a broken card, but it's not a big deal. I didn't want to overcommit there. Now I'll Debo. He's forced to poison, and I can just Fireball back, honestly. That's 6 for 4. Then I'm going to do a 4 for 4 back, and I still have a somewhat healthy Xbow on the board. I mean, he's going to, like, kind of let it die, I guess, but yeah, these Teslas are important, guys, so you want to protect your Teslas. And if you're going to do something where I'm going to use my Evo Archers on defense against his stuff instead of on the Graveyard, because I really want to maximize that power shot capability. You know, if I have Evo Archers, and I thought it was just on the spot right now, usually you want to save Evo Archers for their pushes, but I thought of it just now, like, why not actually, you know, just DPS down his massive push at the bridge instead of saving them for the Graveyard. I do have other counters for the Graveyard after all. You know, I have Esprit, I have Log. Also, though that was a misplay, bad Archers, unfortunately. Let me take a Fireball on this. Skellies, Tesla, I was trying to play it down. Esprit for these Skellies, and then also Log late. That should basically full counter the Graveyard. Yeah, really nice defense, as you can see. Like, Esprit's also really nice against Graveyard, so it's a pretty big help. Pretty good defense again. I'm just going to keep defending, rinse and repeat, because, I mean, as you can see, if I go in, he's just going to poison, Knight, Barb Barrel, and I'll just, like, get a bad trade. And in this situation, if I wasn't up so much, I would ordinarily go offense Exos on the left, but I'm basically just going to defend and Spell Cycle because I have so much damage, such a comfortable lead at the start, that I can basically just kind of chill and defend. So we're going to buckle down for another Graveyard push. Going to go Tesla in this position. Again, same idea, Evo Archers on offense, guys, like on his offensive push instead of on the Graveyard. And as you can see, that's a really good play. Everything melted. Basically, the Baby Dragon's alive, but otherwise, like, everything was taken care of. I really do like that play, honestly. I literally just came up with it right now in this match, but I think it's a very nice one. Let me Fireball again. I could easily Fireball his troops, but I'm okay with this, honestly. We'll try and win this bridge battle. Esprit get back to a Knight to protect our Tesla. As you can see, just blocking the bridge so he has no Graveyard tanks. And then I'm going to get back to a new pair of Archers. I pre-stacked them. Fireball last second. And that was a perfect game against Graveyard. Perfect punish at the start. Perfect defense at the end. And that is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. And that is going to be 20 wins in the global tournament. Let's go. 3.0 Xbow is back, baby. I genuinely think it's a lot more viable than it ever was like before in the last few months. That's 20-2. Honestly, a pretty fire start. I had one unfortunate loss. You guys will see it, but I don't really think it was that much my fault. 20 wins is honestly pretty hype, and I'm happy with it. As you guys can see here, we had some nice wins, and Lava Graveyard. That loss right there, like, was literally a 100-0 matchup. Recruits, Fireball Arrows. Like, what are you going to do against that? Literally, he has Fireball Arrows and Bomber. So, anyways, though, we beat the new meta decks. We are cooking with 3.0. I'm feeling happy with my performance. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Cooking with 3.0. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.